This is a 6-minute caramel recipe, and it's really easy. It's one of those dump and go recipes. If you are making this though, you may want to even double the recipe because it makes a kind of an 8x8 pan, and if you want to get a 9x13, just double the recipe. So 1/4 cup, and the ingredients are really easy to remember, of butter. We're using real butter here. And now we're going to use 1/2 cup of sweetened condensed milk. This is the thick sweetened stuff used to make fudge with, which, as I said, we're making fudge later. 1/2 cup of white granulated sugar, 1/2 cup of brown sugar, 1/2 cup of light Karo syrup, and then vanilla, 2 teaspoons or teaspoon or so of vanilla. I'm just going to eyeball it, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, I should say. All right, so I'm going to mix this together, and we're going to cook it for 6 minutes, and we're going to stir it about every minute. So Ann's going to keep me on task here and make sure I don't get talking. I don't want to overcook this caramel. These are really a nice soft caramel. They're easy to eat, and I promise you they will disappear over the holidays. Now, some things that you need to do to get ready to make the caramels. An 8x8 pan that we're going to spray with cooking spray. It's caramel. It's going to be really sticky. And then we've also got some wax paper that I'm going to, this is what we're going to wrap our caramels in. And they just look so pretty, and they're still very rustic, but they're, they're homemade. They're going to be, if you're giving them for a gift. I love giving gifts from my kitchen because they're really gifts from the heart. Anybody can go out and buy a gift, but when you make a gift, it's just extra special. It comes with love. Just like when my kids make homemade cards for me, I get all mushy. Anybody, they can go buy a car. Oh, and stir. Enough of your mushy talk. But my kids can go buy a card, but it's taking the time to make a card and the saying inside. That's what makes it extra special. Lots and lots of really fun holiday events and book signings and things like that coming up over the next couple of weeks. I'm actually going to be at Cedar Ridge Crafts in Neenah today, sampling some of my recipes from both of my cookbooks, 4:30 to 6. Ann and I are going to be out there. It's going to be great fun. So hopefully you'll come and see me. I've got both my cookbooks. My first cookbook just released this holiday season in full color, all those great original recipes, and then my second newest cookbook came out just last December, so please come out and see us, 4:30 to 6 in Neenah.
Stop stirring.
Stop stirring. Okay, Ann, all right, I don't want to over stir. All right, so now I'm going to get back to my wax paper and just do several pieces of wax paper. Like everything old is new again, so this may look like something that you grew up with. Well, guess what? It's back in style, adding that little bit of sea salt. So let's talk a little bit about sea salt. Used to be hard to find, it used to be expensive. Now you can pick it up right at the grocery store. I know they have it at Festival, that's where we got ours. You can actually buy it right in the salt section of the grocery store. You'll be right next to the regular salt and the kosher salt. This happens to be a little grinder that, it's kind of a fun thing, but they also just sell it already ground. And it's a coarser salt, as you're going to see when we do this caramels. And it's really got some great flavor. You don't need a lot of it. A little bit will do you, and it's really got great flavor and texture. So that's the one, kind of special part of this recipe. So you'll need to pick up some sea salt, but you can get it anywhere, and don't worry, it's not expensive. It's a great way to season lots of things, steaks, just you'll use it all the time if you have it. Okay, so we're going to stir again. So I'm trying to figure out a way to get my kids to get in a picture for a Christmas card this year. And if you have teenager, when they were little, it was easy. It was like you'd get them all dressed in their holiday best and, get a picture taken, no big deal. As they get older, it's been tougher. So the Christmas cards have gone downhill as far as they used to be really cute. Now it's like, just get out in the snow with a snow hat on, or if we're skiing, I'll snap a quick picture. Well, this year, they have refused so far. This holiday weekend, you know, the Thanksgiving weekend, I really tried, and they wanted no part of it. So I'm not sure. I'm a little nervous. They were getting a little independent. They're like, Mom, really? We don't need another Christmas card. I'm like, well, I keep saying this will be the last year. I keep saying, but it never is the last year. And then they're threatening. They said, well, you be in it too. You guys be in it too. I said, well, nobody wants to see Bob and I. We don't really change in looks. They want to see you. Has it been 6 minutes yet, Ann? No. No. Then you get to listen to me talk a little bit more?
All right.
Oh, gosh. Anyway, come see me at Festival Foods on Sunday. I'm at a few different Festival Foods locations doing book signings. Fond du Lac before the game at 10:30 to noon. Sheboygan, the beautiful Sheboygan store from 1 to 2. Manitowoc 2:30 to 3:30 Sunday. And then Green Bay, West Mason 4:30 to 5:30. So coming out and see me in between the game. You got to do some grocery shopping anyway. I'll be at all the Festival Foods, not all of them, but 4 of them on Sunday, and all of the Festival Foods the next several Sundays during the holiday signing. Okay. Has it been 6 minutes yet?
No.
No. You're going to just make me take my good old time. Okay, what I'm going to do is then jump ahead. So this is our caramel after it has cooled and set, which takes a good couple hours. And I'm just going to cut it into pieces, and you can see how nice and soft it is, and it's really easy to cut. And you can make them in little squares. I'm going to do them in rectangles because they're going to be easy to wrap that way, and they'll be a nice big piece of caramel. Bob loves caramel. Okay, so now we're going to take some scissors. And cut our wax paper. We'll get our caramels, which, as I said, it's a good thing you spray that pan because it's sticky and you can see the salt on here. And we're just going to wrap up the caramels. When you get an assembly line going, it's really pretty easy. And then you twist this way and the other way.
Beautiful.
And there you go.
Stir.
Oh, stir, stir. Yeah, that's the thing. You want it to be 6 minutes. You don't want it to be over 6 minutes. You got to stir it every minute. Tell me when we're at about 6 minutes. But you don't. The nice part about it is you don't need one of those candy thermometers or anything like that. Oh, and it's starting to smell delicious. Okay, let me wrap one more. Fun thing to do, make these, put on some Christmas tunes, and, you know, get into the season. I might have to try one of these, but I have a feeling if I do, I'm not going to be able to talk. Oh my gosh, that is so good. Unbelievable.
Oh, 6 minutes.
6 minutes? Okay. Hot, hot, hot. If you are making this with the kiddos, you want them to back away at this point. It can help wrap, but this is seriously hot stuff, and we don't want to be anybody getting burned. Okay, so then we take our sea salt, generously put that over the top, so you get a little bit of the salt with the sweet, and you let this set up, let it cool, and then you just slice it into the sizes you want, wrap it in the wax paper. It'll stay good for at least the next couple weeks, but I guarantee you it's going to be gone way before that.